Welcome in everybody to Draft Master. We are at the Daytona International Speedway for a truck Draft Master session. Don't know what to expect from this one. The strength of field is around 1,300. Sky looks absolutely gorgeous. Nice sunny day. Track temperature 28 Celsius. Humidity 21%. It's partly cloudy, but it looks very sunny. 8-kilometer winds, so nothing too crazy here. Like I said, don't know what to expect from this one. If you haven't seen an F1 Gamer Dad iRacing official race broadcast prior, we are racing for that sweet iRating. This is not a public hosted lobby. This is not a special event. And it's not a league race. So iRating is what these guys are here for. And if that's what they came for today, yeah, Draft Master was an interesting choice. Let's just say that. It's, oh God. Oh, we've had some interesting ones. I have a love-hate relationship with this series. Sometimes it can be amazing. But if you lose that pack, anything could happen. And you're in for a tough old day if you lose the draft. So, and it's in the name, Draft Master. So we wait for qualifying to finish to be able to see our grid. Our grid is finalized. So we'll run through that while the cars start to appear behind the pace car. We have Bregan Louis Liner, P1, with a 50.781. David Mosley from Florida, P2. John Earl Thompson from the Mid-South, P3. James Rooney from New York, P4. Marc-Antoine Martel from Canada, P5. Trenton Stouffer, P6. David Espinoza, P7. Sid Grigsby, P8. Jared Barclay, P9. Matthew Nima Kaiser, P10. James Vaughan, P11. Ben Dahl, P12. As we roll through the next page, James Cook, P13, Michael Eaton, P14, Albert Knox Jr., P15, Matt Alford, P16, Devon Hall, P17, Wesley Outman, P18, Chad Tubala, P19, Pablo L. Fernandez, P20, Jacob Border, P21, Anthony Owens, P22, Sam Lutz, P23, Matt Fernandez, P24, and rounding out our 25-car grid, Tyler Hill from the Virginias, P25. So we've got Bregan Louis Liner taking us away as the pace car does its trademark late dive into pit lane. We've got Liner and Mosley lining up on the front row into the restart zone, and Liner takes off very rapidly. Oh, and we've already got an incident. Oh, boy. Three coming back across. No, Sid Grigsby, unfortunately, has lost the pack already. We barely made the green flag before.
The 8 car almost fucking caused one.
Ooh, apologies for the language on the radio there. We can't filter that out, unfortunately. Car 20... David Mosley pushing Liner. He lined up on the front row, and they are pushing very nicely. Got 3 cars there trying to make the outside line work. We've got 3 wide now as well, which is a very interesting tactic this early on. We've completed one of our 20 laps. Nice organisation on the bottom, but the outside line, 7 and 10, doing brilliantly well to keep pace there on the high line. 10's got to be a bit careful. Oh, no! 2's been spun! Oh!
Sorry.
Bregan Louis Liner has been turned. There was... Oh, and another hit just for good measure. Oh, boy, we've got chaos. We've got absolute chaos. Cars scattered everywhere. Bregan's chosen to use the bus stop. Oh, James Vaughan caught up in this one. We've got Trenton Stouffer caught up in this one. Eaton caught up in this one. We've got two cars heading to pit lane. Owen's struggling to keep it straight. The Mike and Ike livery, 22. He gets to pit lane. Ben Dahl also in pit lane. It's heartbreak for a lot of these guys. This is very early on, and this is why we love and hate Draft Master. We've got a group here. Fernandez, and Outman. No, we've got Outman, Border. Oh, apologies. We've got Border, Outman, and Fernandez here trying to organize themselves to catch up to the pack. We'll pop on the track map here as well, just to show where these different packs are. We've got
I know I was pushing you.
Anthony Owens, we've seen just crash as well. So he's just come out of pit lane to fix some damage and gets on the throttle. Oh no, he's just...
wait up.
He's parked it. That's fair enough. And we've got plenty of radio here from Chad Tabala. Almost begging and praying that the pack in front of him slows down a little bit so he can catch back up. That's very hopeful from Chad. I think, unfortunately... Oh, actually, are they potentially dragging their brakes a little bit? He's not too far away, you know. 9 tenths, 8 tenths. Oh, we've got another wreck. 17 and 25. And it has allowed Tubala to rejoin the lead pack. He has tremendous overspeed. He may be running with cars here that have been caught up in that first incident, so maybe that's allowed him to get back. But wow, what an unbelievable effort to get back into this lead couple of groups. Mosley and Barclay, so we've got Jared Barclay and David Mosley here in the lead. They've got about a 1.2 second gap to Marc-Antoine Martel in P2, and they're getting organised behind them. You would think this group, if they can organise themselves and not go too wide for a couple of corners, they should get back up onto Mosley and Barclay here. We're 6 laps through this 20-lap Draft Master session. The front two doing fairly well, but unfortunately they just don't have the momentum of a pack of 6 like the pack behind them. So this pack is going to come together. And here they come. Mosley and Barclay being drawn back into, to coin a cycling reference, back into the peloton. The chase group has caught the breakaway. And we're 3 wide already. So it's business as usual for these guys. Straight back into battling away. Oh, car 10. Yikes. That was... Oh... Very, very close. Oh, the lead car goes up the track a little bit. Just struggling to hold the line a little bit. The front two again. We just need a bit of stability from this front group right now. They need to just stay organized. Keep together for as long as possible. Fighting at this stage is not really going to do anyone too many favors unless you want to be on there, out on your own like Mosley and Barclay were, just scampering away while the rest of them get caught up in an incident. Otherwise, there's really not too much point in fighting at this point of the race. A lapped car being removed from this battle here. It's car 25, John L. Thompson. He'll try and tuck in as best he can, if he can come low now and just tuck in behind the 23 of Sam Lutz, who is also a lap back on this lead group. And they are able to do so. So damage not precluding them from joining this battle. We've got Matthew, Nima, Kaiser. A couple of issues here that we may just have a look at. They are... Oh, no. So he has just struggled to maintain racing speed sideways. Oh, holds it together. But further on down this lap, Kaiser into the pits. Obviously some residual damage from the earlier issues
Kevin, I don't think Jacob wants to be pushed.
that weren't able to be fixed. Some chatter on the radio here from Wesley Outman around car 7. Outman's currently holding P11. Oh. Saying that maybe car 7 is not really holding their own when it comes to pushing. No, looks like they're organizing nicely. 7 is the pusher, and maybe Wesley just saying car 24, Matt Fernandez, maybe just don't push the pusher and let's just hold together. They are running...
24, you got a radio?
Unfortunately, they're running about 2 seconds a lap slower than the lead group at the moment. So it doesn't look likely for now that they'll be able to be a factor again in the outcome of this race. Espinoza has just entered pit lane. I'm wondering... no, yeah, maybe just some damage being attended to. Oh, that was Espinoza. Okay. Martel goes off track, rejoins. Oh, can't hold it.
Come on, 7.
No, they've been able to hold it. Unfortunately, I think Espinoza, if we went further back there, Espinoza was involved.
I know you're a lap car, but I need to get away from
Sam Grigsby as well, car 3. Oh, just struggling to hold the line. Again, I think most of these incidents at the moment are caused by the impact a couple of laps into this one that many cars were involved in, unfortunately. So we've rejoined the lead pack. We are 12 laps through. We'll be 13 laps through as we cross the line here after the Geico restart zone. The front group running quite nicely. They've got some lapped cars to contend with here, which is Bregan, Louis Liner, and James Vaughan. The lead pack asking them to stay high when the lead pack stays low, and they've been able to sort that out very nicely. No blocking or anything, so lead group go through very swiftly. Bregan and... who was that I just mentioned? Bregan and James Vaughan. So they're going through quite nicely. They're about a second a lap slower than the leaders. So the leaders going along at a rapid rate, able to organize themselves very nicely at this stage of the race.
Well, you're not bumping me in the straightaway. You keep bumping me in the corners. I don't know what that's about.
With 6 laps to go, though, how civilized is this front group going to remain? I'll hopefully get an answer on this very soon.
And my car's getting hot.
Wesley Outman there on radio, just mentioning, unfortunately, due to the damage, hiding in or running behind the gearbox of another car, just heating up their oil and water temperatures. So that's unfortunate there that they're not able to keep fighting like they would want to. 5 to go. This front group looking like 3 cars could break away, but Devon Hall able to tuck in there under the rear wing of Jared Barclay. We've then got Albert Knox in P5. We've got Sam Lutz, who is a lap down here in P18, able to hold with this group. Bregan Louis Liner
Hey, who spun out the pole on the second lap?
in here as well. And then rounding out this group, we've got James Vaughan.
Pretty sure it was the 13, right?
The next car, though,
I think
in the
so. I was
standings
looking at
is
it.
Marc-Antoine Martel, who has James Cook in behind.
That was not me. I've been in the back the whole thing until the wreck happened.
And these guys are running, so Cook's last lap of 48.43, comparing to the front four cars with 47.8. So unfortunately, they won't be able to factor into the top 5 here.
Okay, thanks. That's all I needed to know.
Plenty of talk over the radio.
Car, though, too.
Drivers.
He took me out like a lap later. He put me against the wall. I think he was running at third at the time or something.
Drivers just wanting to know where the other runners are and what sort of happened in this race. Because when you're in the cockpit, apart from David Mosley here leading the pack, if you're tucked in behind one of these cars, you can't necessarily see too much else over that rear spoiler. So it's always, especially when we're single file here, it's always very tricky to really understand what is happening in the race, where all the other runners are.
Thank you, 17.
Again, apologies for the language used over team radio there. And this is the reason for it. A enormous wreck with multiple cars. Oh boy. Oh, Rooney, and bang. Oh boy, that was an almighty crash. Oh, we're back with the lead cars now, and we are 2 wide. So Chad Tubala on the inside. We've then got Jared Barclay taking it 2 wide. Oh, a bit of hip and shoulder. Oh, bit of arguing there over the radio and why we are 2 wide at the moment. Oh no! Oh, he's held it. Barclay's held it. Oh, in the back. Oh, we've got car 23 in the infield. They're off and away.
I thought I would have finished with a 0x this race.
We will hop back up here to the front 2, and with 2 laps to go,
It was the 20 who spun the pole. I'm looking at the video.
they may be able to hold off the pack here. Let's see. We're looking at the rear of Chad Tubala, who's sitting in P2. Devon Hall, we're seeing whether Devon might be able to bridge this gap. It's a pretty large gap now when we consider there's only 2 tours through this super speedway to go. It looks like on the back or the front stretch now, he may be able to bridge this gap. I think he will. I think we'll come back together and make this at least a 3-car race. And then we've got Albert Knox Jr. in here as well, hoping that the lap car can help him. No, he's slightly off the pace. I think we're going to have a 3-car battle here for the win in this Draft Master session. We're on the white flag, coming through the back stretch. We've got Mosley, Tubala, and Hall all in striking different distance. Hall is going to have an almighty run, but does he wait? Rounds turn 3. It's going to be a close one. Let's see where we run. Sideways. Oh, they're up. Wow, what a finish. 0.010. Chad Tubala has taken the spoils.
Dude, 20 just completely turned into me.
Wow. Unbelievable
I
finish.
overtaking that. Yeah, I still won the race though. He tried to spin me there.
They were definitely
Sorry. I don't know what else to say. My bad.
plenty over the radio.
good.
An apology there, I think.
Have to be a bit careful next time.
Yeah, it's the
Okay, as we have the race results up in front of us now, I had to turn team radio off. Just too many expletives for my taste. We have the finish in the background here coming through the Geico restart zone. The two front runners get into each other before the line. We did have a .0010 margin of victory. The spoils go to Chad Tubala. David Mosley coming home P2 in this one. Devon Hall taking P3. Albert Knox Jr. P4. We've then got Matt Fernandez P5. James Cook P6. Pablo L. Fernandez P7. Michael Eaton P8. Matt Alford P9. Jared Barclay P10. Trenton Stouffer P11. Ben Dahl P12. Wesley Outman P13. Bregan Louis Liner, who was our pole sitter, down in P14. James Vaughan, P15. Jacob Border, P16. John Earl Thompson, P17. David Espinoza, P18. And as we flick to the next page, Marc-Antoine Martel, P19. Sam Lutz, P20. James Rooney, P21. Sid Grigsby, P22. Matthew Nima Kaiser, P23. Anthony Owens, P24. And Tyler Hill, rounding out our 25-car grid. Oh boy. How do we summarize this one? This was Draft Master. This was Draft Master. That's all I can say. It is its own beast. You can use all the tactics and all the strategy you want. Ultimately, Daytona decides in these ones. It is very rarely smooth sailing for the very best and most skilled drivers. But I feel like we had the best of both worlds. We had a very organized group at the front. We had several chase groups who were able to make up time and catch back up to the lead group throughout the race. We had big accidents, we had drama, and we had a photo finish here as well. Again, we've got the finish here, which was absolutely a photo finish. If you haven't, please like the video. It absolutely helps the channel. Subscribe as well to see the next broadcast that goes live. I'm loving oval. I'm loving road. Maybe the next one will be dirt oval or dirt road, just to keep things interesting and mix it up a little bit and show all of what iRacing official races have to offer. What an unbelievable finish. Until next time, guys, keep racing hard. We'll see you on the next one.